Coach, are you more proud of the way the starters played, but disappointed in the same vein in what happened later?
I'm not disappointed at all. Not at all. No, it was all good.
They have a way. They will get some open lanes when they can get some leverage on the outside. Is that what you kind of saw there in the second half?
Yeah, I'm not. Tell me all the good stuff. Let's talk about all the good stuff. I'm not even going there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not trying to. But let's talk about the good stuff.
Isaiah Simmons.
They came out with the first half. I thought our guys came ready to play. We were completely, totally dominant, and squeezed the life out of them. And that's as good a performance as we've had in the first half that I've seen. So really proud of our guys. Having the right mindset, the preparation, the fundamentals, the discipline that they displayed. Really for the most part of 4 quarters tonight, and 1, 2, 3, 4 deep, all of them. So again, our guys really did a great job in their preparation, and we talked about going in the discipline and the preparation. Whether it's eye discipline or it's the fundamental discipline would really pay off for us, moving forward. Because more teams are going to just challenge you in different ways. Whether it's NC State or whether it's Wake Forest and some of the discipline issues that they force you to play with. It's really going to help us continue to grow.
Coach, nice to be able to hold Xavier out one more game, get him a little bit more ready, and still play at a high level.
Yeah, we got other good players, obviously, and was that 3 games we played without him? Mm-hmm. We played really well, so. Hopefully he's healthy and he can get back and get back in the rotation with those guys. But those guys have really answered the bell and continue to improve and get better and making plays.
How much better? Done so much this year, but was it good to see him check the interception box off?
Yeah, it would have been great if he would have scored. Had he not had a pick yet this year?
I think so.
Yeah, so I don't really pay attention to that, but that was good. Did a good play, threw it right to him.
How much better is Logan Rudolph right now? The last 3-4 games, he's really come on strong.
Yeah, he's been good all year. Sometimes the plays are there and sometimes they aren't. So he does a lot of dirty work, and he's exactly who we thought he was going into the year. He's probably our most consistent guy at that position. Plays with incredible effort and toughness, great discipline. Plays within the framework of the defense. Doesn't try to do too much. Makes the layups when they're there. And tonight, he had a lot of opportunities to make some plays. So, it's like anybody. The more you play, football's a developmental game. So the more you play, the more you have a chance to improve, even through the failure that's inevitably there. And but a great example of what hard work looks like, and realizing again, the fruits of his labor.
How good was it to see Jones and Jones get in there, a couple of backups, and create a turnover?
Who's the other Jones?
Mike Jones and Sheridan Jones.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was great. So I guess Mike caused it, Sheridan recovered it on that particular play, but it's great. You have 2 good young players that have very bright futures, but are they're really right there in that second unit, needing the opportunity to play to continue to develop our depth. But that was great to see.
Ran another game holding an opponent to 300 yards. Just how hard is that to do week in and week out, 9 games in those?
Well, I think that's the yardage total is really more of a byproduct of just doing a great job in your preparation and playing well for 4 quarters, and so we don't really put a lot of emphasis on that mark. Because again, you might be just one of those games that you play really, really well and it's over the 300 mark, and so you got to try to keep it all in context. But there's history and a lot of data that says, man, that's pretty special. And so you want to recognize our guys for their hard work without question, because they deserve it.
When you know you're facing a team, an FCS team, and you're going in, is it as much about body language, like looking at your players and sort of their mindset?
Yeah, it's really you know whether or not they're going to be ready by how they practice. How they show up to meetings, how they show up to practice. Certainly game day is a part of that too. Waking up, coming to breakfast the right way, and that last meeting, and then in the locker room. But you're doing that every week, no matter who you're playing. To me, that's how you have to do it. And we as coaches, being very thorough in our, and how we're getting our guys ready is really important. But again, I think there's challenges because you're dealing with young people. I hear all the time, whether it was middle school. I remember my son Jake getting ready for the team called the Cowboys, and they had the Dallas Cowboys uniforms with the helmet, and we're some ragtag bunch that, you know, we're all wearing donated helmets and jerseys, and you know, we look like a bunch of misfits. We're playing the Cowboys. We lost before we ever got to the field. Next, you know, he's, you know, fainting and acting like he's got a concussion, and he's out, you know, early, and we got destroyed, you know, because they lost the game. They didn't have the right mindset before we ever got there. So the mindset's everything, and you know, body language is, you know, that'll tell you a lot. Yeah, you know, sitting in a meeting, fall asleep, slump down in your chair, or you're on the edge of your seat, man, you can't wait for the next play, you know. So, you know, that's one of the things you judge, and whether or not guys, you know, need a little bit more attention and a little bit more motivation or not. But you know, we got a great group of guys. You know, we started the week by showing them some clips of other teams that are FCS that we've played. I think we showed them the day before yesterday, showing them Citadel. They came out that first drive, man, pancake Christian Wilkins, mowed some backers down, just coming right at us, moving the ball right down the field. And you're like, I knew it, you know, and we ain't ready to play, you know. But that other team, man, they can't wait to get a piece of you. So you got to get your guys to really understand the enemy. And to me, that's every week. You got to understand their mindset, you know, how they look at you, whether it's strategically or emotionally or all of it. You know, really getting your guys to understand what they're getting themselves into week in and week out, and trying to create a real vision for that, so that, you know, when it happens, they're not surprised. They're ready for it. They're like, oh, this is what Coach was talking about. And that's to me the art of coaching too. You know, getting your guys to, you know, be at a peak level where, again, you're always playing to a standard, but details from week in and week out, you know, depending on the opponent.
I know a couple of big plays they had in the third quarter. Overall, were you happy with the way that some of those back?
Oh, very. Yeah, very. And yeah, we got to learn from that. You know, some simple concepts. Got to out and up, and a wheel route on another one. Those are really the most concerning. Structurally, we were not in a good position on the one option that sped out the back door there into the boundary. Those three plays, but yeah, you learn from those. You're gonna learn from those. The guys that, you know, that were part of that, they knew immediately, and so again, we got to help them structurally and things like that too.
Did you see Jake play well?
Yeah.
How do you think he?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I was happy for him. He did well, and you know, made the layups, and you know, he works really hard, and so I'd be remiss if I didn't, you know, recognize him. You know, a guy that shows up, he's in the backfield a lot, and stayed on his feet, and did a good job helping those guys get lined up. So, you know, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, you're coming off an FCS win, dominant defensive performance. How do you build off of that going into NC State next week?
Yeah, just the discipline, the preparation, the mindset, the work that you got to put in to play that way. It's not like we didn't show up to practice all week and then we showed up because it's an FCS. It's not how you win. That's not how you play well. And so you reiterate and validate the work that they put in and week out. Shouldn't change. The preparation, the detail, the game plan specific things that go in from week in and week out, and then you start over, and you have a routine and a system and how you get your guys ready to play, and you don't deviate from that, and I think that produces consistency.
No, you're